you know, it's really interesting, but when it comes down to life and humanity and the things that really are common to all of us, many times we take it for granted. And I was sharing an experience. I can remember an elderly Caucasian gentleman that lives in Nob Hill in San Francisco, and he needed very much, desperately needed a heart transplant. And so there was an African-American family, actually it was a Latino family, that lived in what we often refer to as deep East Oakland. And very poor family, not a lot of resources, but they had great heart. And so their beloved young son was killed tragically in an automobile accident. And this generous family decided that they wanted to share their son's organs, and there was a much-needed heart that matched for this older gentleman, actually, not too old, but he was older than the young man that was killed. And the unique thing about this relationship is the wealthy gentleman in San Francisco lived, and his family said, a very isolated life. As a matter of fact, he had some issues as it related to people of color. They were very honest about the fact that he was very uncomfortable around people of color because that was not his experience. He had lived a very wealthy and well-kept life. And so isn't it interesting that that Latino young man was able to extend the life, the ultimate gift of giving his heart to the Caucasian gentleman in San Francisco. And so when we think about this whole notion of where we live and our various economic backgrounds and status and skin color and all of these things, the great equalizer is that we all want to live and that we can help support one another in some of the most difficult and challenging times of life. But it is an opportunity for us to embrace community on every level, and that certainly was an eye-opening experience for me